Are you still a noob in Diablo Immortal? Here's 8 signs that you might still be a noob in Diablo Immortal. Number 1, trying to chase set items while gambling for currency. This right here is a bait. I, even in the beginning, tested to see, can you actually get set items? Can you get secondary armory, etc. from these? The answer is no. So, if you're still gambling on these, trying to get green items, you're probably still a noob. Number 2 is definitely not min-maxing your normal gems, meaning you go in here and you have plenty of upgrades you could do that you have not been focusing on. The difference in this game when it comes to late game is going to be all of the little stack stats on top of each other. So making sure you're doing a hidden lair every single day to get the 6 additional gems, getting all your standard gems from overworld farming, dungeons, etc. Making sure that you get those gems is what is going to differentiate between the noobs and the people at the end with much higher stats, or the people that are going to be able to clear content that the newer players are not going to be able to. So absolutely number 2 is, if you don't want to be a noob, you gotta get your gems work done. Here is one I am absolutely guilty of, not doing your warband raids. As you can see, I still need Gorg number 3. That is 70 scoria. I definitely should go out and try to get that I have not done yet. On top of it, getting that Eternal Legendary Crest voucher every single week is highly important because you can sell that legendary gem and use the platinum to buy things like the normal gems from number 2 on the list. And for that reason, number 3 on this list today is going to be not doing your warband raids every single week for that Eternal Legendary, as well as just doing the raids in general. My lord, kitty cat wants to feed. Number 4 is easily not doing your Sanctum every single day. Not only is it actually a Codex activity, so if you scroll down here, you can see that, where is it? Where is it? It is in here. It's not the Helicore, which is another Codex. There it is, Legacy of the Haradrim. Not only is it an activity here, which is going to give you points towards your battle pass, but on top of it, this is one of the most important parts of the game, because if you actually look at the Legacy of the Haradrim and you see the bonus attributes you're getting, look at this, I'm getting 204 damage, 2120 life, armor 387, armor penetration 405, potency, and resistance. So, number 4 is doing the Sanctum, but also making sure that you get your keys so that you can do the Sanctum, which is like going to the Hilts Trader, purchasing the keys for the Hilts Trader, making sure that you're in the Shadow Clan where you get the Shadow's Blessing, so that way you can get the Blessed Chest to get the keys from running rifts, etc. So, in my personal opinion, make sure you're actually focusing on getting that Sanctum, the Legacy of the Haradrim maxed out. This is very important, and it is, again, going to be the difference, just like normal gems, between the noobs and the pro players at the end of the day. Number 5 for me is going to be joining a clan that is not a competitive clan. It doesn't have to be going for the Immortals, but joining the clan that's actually active. So that way, when you have a bunch of members, it's much easier when you have a bunch of members to be able to get dungeon groups, to find people that are like-minded, that want to play, you know. So in my personal opinion, number 5 for me today is going to be making sure you actually get into a clan, and not just an AFK clan, and you're doing your Shadow Wars or Keon's Ordeal, if you're Immortal, etc. You're doing your clan dailies, because you get legendary crests, you get legendary items. I mean, you get everything you want in the game from the clan system. So make sure you're doing your clan activities, absolutely. Number 6 is one that I am definitely guilty of, which is not spending the time to complete the sets. You can see I have a bunch of mismatched pieces of gear here. I have some of them that are the correct ones and some of them that are all over the place, because I have been farming, trying to get the sets completed. The Shepherd set, I'm farming all over, and I haven't completed any set yet. This is going to be a little bit luck-based, because you can't guarantee you're going to get the drops, but grinding dungeons is something you can just do for free. You can do it over and over and over again. Try to get a group to grind them. This is really just sitting down, spending the hours to get all of the set pieces. So I've been guilty of this one myself. So number 6 for sure is not having a set completed. Number 7 for me is right here in the inventory. It's not working on your charms. As you can tell, I have some charms. There's Black Hole here on this one. It's got Necromancer items as well, etc. So what you want to do is min-max the charms for whatever class it is you're working on. If you're doing a lot of class changes, you don't need to really worry about this. But people who aren't equipped charms, or at least don't have a rank 5 charm, you can tell they're probably not focusing on the game as much. So if you don't want to be called out for being a noob, number 7 is going to be do your charms. Number 8, my 8th and final, is going to be upgrading your items in the Blacksmith. One reason you cannot have the required materials to upgrade something in the Blacksmith is because you're behind server Paragon so often that you don't have to farm as much in order to get to the Paragon level, meaning by the time you're level 180, you will have less salvage materials than the people who pushed to level 180 originally would have had. For that reason, it can be hard for you to even have the materials to upgrade the Blacksmith if you're pretty behind. It's a weird yin-yang where the people that are ahead will have more of the materials because they're grinding more, and the people that were behind will catch up quicker, but they won't have the materials to upgrade. So being behind on your Blacksmith upgrades, for instance, like I am with my set pieces here, I'm guilty of these only being rank 6 because I got to get farther on the challenge rifts. This right here is going to be another differentiator. There, that's the word. I think I know that. So 8 ways that you can still be a noob in Diablo Immortal. How many of these are you guilty of? I think I'm guilty of 3 of these on these lists, at least, for sure. Love you all. Consider liking the video or subscribing if you're new to the channel. And here's a few options at the end of other videos to watch.